Hello and welcome to another edition of Rain's Games. We are playing World of Warships. I am using the U.S. carrier Ranger. This matchmaking battle doesn't look good for my team as it is, but we're gonna see what we can do here. I'm sure if we do some really good teamwork, we can pull away and get a win for our side. Right now, both sides have 2 aircraft carriers. We got 4 battleships on the enemy team and 3s on ours. We also have 5 cruisers and 2 destroyers. They have 4 cruisers and 2 destroyers as well. Let's see what we can do. Right now, I am using the Ranger carrier with the loadout of 2 fighters and 2 bombers. This loadout is pretty good at taking down the enemy's air. Because as we all know, the U.S. fighters are better than the Japanese fighters due to their small loadout in squadrons. 4-man squadrons for Japanese carriers, and for the U.S. carriers, it is 6-man squadrons. And Aoba right now, is not one of the hardest cruisers to hit. It doesn't have as much AA, say, as a Cleveland, which is the comparable as far as tiers go. We're going to see what we can pull together here. My partner is over there with his 3-man, 3 squadrons of 4 men each. I'm going to try and cover the right side while he covers the left for incoming planes. I'm also going to try and bomb out this Ioba.
Group 4, we're under attack.
Group 3, taking fire. Group 3, awaiting instructions.
Engaging enemy.
Group 3, we're under attack. Group 3, target destroyed.
Returning. Group 5, taking fire.
Group 2, standing by for instructions. Over.
Group 5, approaching target. Group 5, returning to ship.
There do seem to be some delays here.
Group 2, taking fire.
Those torpedo planes are going to be easy meat.
Group 2, taking fire.
Are these going to the Tahoe? That's the Essex. These bombers are pretty quick, I gotta admit.
Group 3, awaiting instructions.
Oh, that actually came in handy. That's the new ability with this new update for fighters, where they can just pour a ton of fire into a particular area. They lose a lot of ammunition, but if they are able to strike the enemy in that time frame, they can just thin out the entire group pretty badly. Let me see if I can do that here with these guys.
Group 5, ready for takeoff.
I don't know if it's going to go as good. Doesn't look like it.
Group 3, returning.
I wasn't able to get close enough. That is okay. I paid dearly with my fighters, but I took out a really good, decent group of torpedo bombers, which can do a lot of damage to a formation, any fleet engagement. There are no guys on my team to the left here going toward D, so I'm going to go ahead and turn around and head toward A, where the most of my fleet is going. I don't want to be caught out in the open by myself, because I will be an easy target to just go ahead and take apart.
Present course.
Let's go ahead and support my group that's over here to the left. I'm going to go ahead and bring these bombers in to give them a little bit of support and hopefully get this destroyer out of the way, because I don't want this destroyer to go ahead and torp my fleet. I don't really like to go after the carriers much because of my loadout setup. With these bombers, they're not going to do a ton of damage. so I don't really like to go after the carriers with my carrier. I let someone who has a more torp heavy loadout to go ahead and take out the carriers. I'm gonna bring my fighters up to try and guard them from this incoming group that's just been dispatched. Here are my bombers coming up to where the destroyer was last seen, and there he goes. I usually like to do an X profile because it's really hard to line up a decent shot with destroyers because of their moving ability. So I usually set up an X pattern because that's the most likely chance I'll have to actually hit them and do at least a little bit of damage, instead of flying around them in non-stop pattern trying just to get a shot at them. Let's see what I do here. There we go. Decent hit. I didn't have to fly around them forever trying to get a shot. And oh no, we got 2 torpedo squadrons coming in toward my ship here. Looks like they're gonna just release their torpedoes against this battleship here, because they saw me coming in and they just wanted to get rid of their ammunition the best way they saw fit. These torpedo squadrons don't stand a chance. They'll be gone. They are taking a little while to shoot down. Come on, finish him off, finish him off.
Group 3, target destroyed. Group 3, awaiting instructions. Group 2, destroyed.
Our team has taken the lead.
I'm losing fighters pretty quickly. It's better that I lose the fighters and take out those torpedo guys than me keep the fighters and let the torpedoes just go unmolested. That's where the majority of the DPS comes from the carriers themselves.
Ready for takeoff.
Group 2, maintaining present course.
Looks like I got a cruiser coming in from behind. That's not going to be healthy for me unless my friend here, this Santiago, turns around and actually lends me some support. This is a bug I've noticed that's very aggravating with the new update, that the fighter, if you use them in the way that I did with this ability, they tend to just take damage for no reason after they take off again from the carrier after they've landed. I don't really understand why that happens. It's very aggravating, and if I leave the fighters in the air long enough, even if they're just doing a protection round around me, they'll just blow up and die after a certain amount of time if you leave them flying. Even if there's no enemy actually shooting at them, they'll just die. So that's something that's pretty aggravating with the update. I don't know if anybody else suffers from that. I'm assuming people do if they use that special ability. A lot of people don't tend to use it. I don't really see anybody using that ability, the fires, very much. Actually, that's the first time I've used it and had any really great effect with the fighters. So we'll see. Hopefully they'll fix that issue with the next patch. They actually just patched today, but I've yet to see any great improvement from it. Looks like he's going to send some bombers here against me. Let's see if I can take a few of them out. As you can see, my guy is already blinking as if he's on fire again. See, look, I just lost a fighter, and he just took off from my landing bay with no enemies in sight. So I hope that's an issue they fix at some point. Look at that. I lost the majority of my fighters for no reason. It just doesn't make any sense.
Problem solved, sir.
Victory is in sight.
Group 2, ready for takeoff.
Oh, sorry about that. I just hit my mic. I know that had to have been pretty bad for you guys. I apologize. Again, my fighters are blinking from the second squadron. I basically can't use my second squadron anymore, or it's just going to be a waste of fighters because they'll just die. So I just have to land them and just leave them on the ship. I can only use one squadron at this point, which is a shame, but sorry about that. That's my dog. I'm going to mute the mic until she shuts up.
Group 2, ready.
Sorry about that. If she sees anybody near the house, she tends to go a little crazy. Oh, sorry about that.
Critical engine damage.
Alright, I'm setting off my bombers right here. I'm gonna try and get this cruiser that's just trying to kill me. Oh, Jesus. He may knock me out. As it is right now, we're losing pretty bad. I don't think we're gonna make it. But, let's see. Hopefully our team can pull together. I figured we were gonna have some issues to start with.
Critical engine damage.
Group 3, ready for takeoff.
And there we go. Well, thanks for watching. That was the gameplay of the Ranger for the United States. I appreciate all the support that you guys have. Subscribe if you want to see more videos of me using any other types of ships, or if you want to see me continue using this ship in the future for some battles. And thank you very much. Leave comments and subscribe. Thank you guys. I hope you have a great day and great night. Bye-bye.